Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are here from CCIT Faculty Engineering at University of Indonesia. My name is Divana Sabila Putri and my partner is Vivino Torik. We are here going to give you a presentation about smart agriculture with an automated IoT. What is agriculture and what is smart agriculture? Let me explain it first. Agriculture is considered as the basis of life for the human species as it is the main source of food, grains, and other raw materials. Agriculture is the process of producing food, producing food, feed, fiber, and many other desired products by the cultivation of certain plants. For thousands of years, agriculture development was very slow. Nowadays, agriculture growing in many different ways with one goal to make the works of farmer easier. One of the ways is smart agriculture using IoT. The one of implementation technology and agriculture sector is combining the agriculture with IoT is a hydroponic system which demands many devices can connect. This smart agriculture technology allows farmer to have better control over the process of planting. What is autodosing? This autodosing will take part of this smart agriculture system. Autodosing is an automatic process of feeding food, water, or chemical to the equipment of source, and is the ideal way to make sure the correct dose of those at the right time. Monitoring and control is the key for this technology, empowering innovation for the deployment of sustainable power source frameworks in automated dosing system. In this paper and presentation, we are going to use autodosing for smart agriculture to control and observe nutrients, water pumps, and fertilizer. After a short brief about what is agriculture and autodosing, let me start about this smart agriculture system. In my left, there is the system design that the author used. Layer 1 is the one with the cream color as are sensor and devices. The blue bubble is the devices and the other one is the sensor. All of these devices are connected to Zigbee as a communication module to the second layer localhost. From layer 2 wireless communication to layer 3 data analytics, they connect using TCP or IP. Layer 3 is a cloud server to save the data that the sensor gets. In the last layer, we have a user interface. It's an application that the user or farmer uses to control the greenhouse. Next, we have mobile application, consists for section. First section is home, there is setting, information, and prospect. In this section, the function are to collect data, information, prospect of the product, and etc. The second section is my account. The section contains security about this application or the account and information about the user. The third section is explore. We have marketing, community, find the sustainable crops. This section is a places to explore about any information or value about the plants that the user plant. The section we have notification. In this section, the user will get notification about the current situation in the field and also shows the user about extremely change of value and change of require in the market. The last feature of this section is the user will get the recommendation about the selling of the yields. Now my partner Givino will explain more.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Givino Torik. My friends Diva has explained it about what is smart agriculture, what is autodosing, and explain smart agriculture system design. And now I'm here. I want to explain about the material that we'll use, how it works, and disadvantages of using this technology. Okay, first I want to explain the material. The material that used first is there is using a VR microcontroller as a microcontroller. We use a VR microcontroller because this microcontroller has high performance, high speed, and low power consumption. And there is Zigbee module that will embedded on the IoT device as a wireless communication. Okay. These are the sensors. First is humidity and temperature sensor. Second is light sensor. We need to monitor it because if crops with low light intensity, they will not produce yield, and if too high, it will burn the leaf. Third is electric conductivity electric conductivity and pH sensor. It is to measure the nutrient of the crops. Fourth is carbon dioxide sensor. It's important to monitor because carbon dioxide could control the photosynthesis of the crops. And last is dissolved oxygen sensor. The root could breathe if the oxygen is in the water, but if too much oxygen, it will kill the root. That is the reason it is important to monitor the oxygen. Then these are the actuators. First, there is carbon dioxide generator. It is to increase the concentration of the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide generator will burn propane or natural gas to emit carbon dioxide into the atmosphere and generate heat and electricity. Second, there is the humidifier will be used to dehumidification, cooling the air. The water vapor phase to a liquid and reheat the air. And there is air conditioner to cool the air. Fourth is pump system that contain water pump and air pump. The water pump function, it is to control pH and electronic conductivity by flowing the nutrients or acid to control water condition. And the air pump function, it is to increase dissolved oxygen. And the last is LED bar to control the light intensity. Now I will explain how the smart agriculture works. First, there will be 7 factors that show the condition of the crops. Sensors will help to collect the temperature, humidity, light, electronic conductivity, pH, and dissolved oxygen. Second, the sensors will send this data to cloud, and actuator will receive it from the cloud and react according to the 7 factors with help of a Zigbee as a wireless communication. In cloud, the data from the sensor will be collected, arranged, and analyzed. And the last is at mobile application, the users are enabled to access information about the condition of the greenhouse. In the mobile app, also display harvest date and predicted yield. So it will help the farmers. Okay, the last is advantage and disadvantage of using this technology. First is the advantage. The advantage first is the remote monitoring. Local or commercial farmers can monitor multiple fields in multiple locations, anywhere and anytime. Second is equipment monitoring. Farming equipment can be monitored and maintained according to production rates of the crops. And the farmers can monitor the numbers of the nutrients they get, conserve how much nutrient and water that your plant needs to healthy grow. Fourth is water conservation. To can predicts for water use only when we're needed. Fourth is real-time data and production insight. Farmers can visualize production level, water quality, sunlight intensity, and more in real time and remotely to accelerate decision making. Okay, last is the disadvantages. The disadvantages is one huge disadvantage of smart agriculture is that it requires an unlimited or continuous internet connection to be successful. That means that in village communities, especially in the developing countries where this technology have the developing countries have mass crop production, it is completely impossible to operate this farming method. In places where internet connections are frustrating slow, this technology will be an impossibility.
The smart agriculture auto-dosing system is an integration of IoT with agriculture to make the works of farmer more easy because the system can access all necessary data collecting from the sensor from different places. Thank you for all your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.